fine.
Those holiday cards aren't going to take themselves. Now's the perfect time to book your family sessions for the season's greetings. Photographer Mandy is back to tell us how she's got the perfect job for capturing your moments. Okay, we teased it a little bit, we showed off a little bit, but you got these Santa sessions coming up.
Yes, so those actually start tomorrow, which is crazy because Halloween just ended.
Yeah.
But in order to have the experience and have enough time for editing and ordering of the albums, we have to do it this early just because it gets crazy. It's kind of like what you were talking about, you know.
Yeah, you blink and it's over.
Yeah, it
and
goes
you're like,
so
oh
fast.
my gosh, I need all my stuff now.
Yeah, I know, and it takes a while as far as creativity and artistic goes about, you know, getting your products in time for Christmas, being able to show them off, so.
And then we've also got this cool little handy dandy book right now. Let's kind of show people what they're going to be getting with this, but also what the experience is like with Santa.
Yeah, so the experience is a little separate than the products, but this is one of our limited edition albums. This is from 2 years ago. These are my kids. They're 11 right now. Yeah, so you can see it's kind of got this painterly look. So that's all in the post-processing. So I go in and I edit. We do so that, you know, they open the bag and then I add the magic later. We do one where they're sitting on a sled and it looks like they're flying. I edit out the sawhorses. Yeah, I put sawhorses underneath the sled, and then I take them out so it looks like they're actually flying. But we go through this whole process. So you have 45 minutes with Santa. Santa is amazing. He is
holly and jolly.
Amazing. Yeah, he's just phenomenal. So, but you get to, you know, your name, the kids' names are always on the list. So they get to actually like point to their names and see.
On the good list, right?
Always on the good list. Dad's are never on the good list. So that's always a fun, you know, teaser. We do like telling Santa secrets.
Look at his face too.
Yeah. My kids have grown up and they are like pros. So, but they had so much fun because they, you know, and then they read a book, they get to hold these candles, and then I obviously light them afterwards. So there's lots of magic in it. The book they talk about, then you add, you know, we add all that afterwards. So it just makes for a fun experience that you're not going to get anywhere else because the mall's just so rushed. You hop in lap, you know, and we strive to not have kids cry on Santa's lap. So that 45 minutes is really great because you get to actually like not only sit with Santa, but we introduce them and you get to do a craft. So if the kid's a little more like shy or especially like sensory overload, it really helps because there's no one else in the studio besides me, Alexa, who is my business partner with the Santa sessions, and their family. So they're not over, you know,
and how do they book these sessions right now? Yeah,
so they're only this weekend, and you go to mandypenn.com or coloradospringsphotographystudio.com, and at the top there is a banner on mandypenn.com, and you click that, and that has all the information. Booking, what's included, what the session includes, what you can get, all that stuff.
So we talked a little bit in the first one. You do branding photography. I want to talk how you're able to make that experience for somebody who may never make it more comfortable for somebody who may never have had their photos taken before, or is kind of like, I don't know, scared about this whole opportunity that they have.
Yeah, so it's interesting. It's not just like show up to my studio and me shove a camera in your face. It's a process. So even with families and seniors, I go through and I have a questionnaire, and then I meet them ahead of time and I talk to them in detail about what they're wanting. So it's not just like, oh, here I am at a park, take pictures, all this stuff. And so I have a rigorous, you know, questionnaire that we go through. We talk about, you know, what they're wanting, what they're not wanting. A lot of people have been told that they are not good in front of the camera, or they tell themselves that they're not. They're like, oh, I'm not photogenic. And I'm like, that's mainly because you've been told that, or you've seen pictures that you don't like. And so I try to
like change the
politely change that, you know what I mean? Because everyone is photogenic. It's just depending on your connection with the camera / photographer. So
but it's nice when your photographer knows that and they can feel that and they can tell you that. So you're not like, okay, well, here goes nothing. Let's try it out. And you're like, no, we're going to make this work. It's going to be great. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, and I do a lot of like shaking of hands to try to get the energy out, you know, just because you get really, you know, and I show my clients the back of the camera just so that they can see if there's something that they're not liking, then I know and they know, but then it's like this mutual understanding between my clients. So, yeah.
Well, I love learning all about what you do and also about the Santa sessions. You can book with Mandy by checking out her website. They're doing Santas this weekend and this weekend only because they got lots of editing and lots of things to do. You can also get a cool looking book just like this. So Mandy, thank you so much for sharing a little bit more about what you do.
Yeah, thanks for having me in.